What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lady Scrap. You know your favorite Damu from the West Side Fruits. I don't even know. Well, I never know. But I really don't know what I'm going to name this. And hopefully the title comes to me as I'm ranting, as I'm venting, as I'm releasing, explaining, ETK, etc., on the Dead Homegirls. Oh my God, is it the Dead Homegirls? Okay. Alright, let's see. Man, fellas, why do y'all... This is a real harsh question. That's why I'm thinking about it a lot before I ask it. That's why I'm preparing myself. It's me finna say preparing myself for the answers as if I'm finna ask a motherfucker. As if I'm finna ask a person right now. And no, shit. I mean, it's just me. I'm not asking nothing. Nevertheless, I don't want to offend. And as I said that, it's like, I mean, if you gotta say that, you may have already offended. If you gotta say that, it might be a little too late. Possibly, maybe. Why are we so toxic? Why are we? Because I'm not just gonna say fellas. I'm not just gonna say men. Why are we, in general, as human beings? Why are we? I mean, okay. It ain't no other way to sugarcoat this. What's with that? If I can't have you, no one will. Who invented that? Who came up with that? Why is that even a thing? A saying, something we all know. If I can't have you, no one will. And I'm saying that because I know a lot of women who have been unalived by their baby daddy, by their husband, uncle. I mean, it just period by the opposite sex. I could literally keep explaining and breaking down. Nevertheless, y'all get it. Hopefully y'all do. Y'all understand what I'm saying. Because like I'm saying, what is with that? If I can't have you, no one will. What brought this up? What sparked this? A lady just got killed by her baby daddy. That's just the bottom line. If the baby daddy listen to this, yeah, I'm talking about you. Let's see if the shoe fit. From what I hear, they were already into it. From what I hear, she has supposedly showed him... I don't know why I keep yawning. Excuse me. From what I hear, supposedly she has showed him a sex tape. I mean, just like, why? Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Shout out to that song. My thing is, I was going to elaborate on the song, but moving right along. My thing is, if this is true, girl, why did you show him that sex tape? If this is true, And she was at his mother house. It's so many scenarios, y'all, where the female is living with her spouse's family, her partner's family, the dude's family, however we want to word it. And the female ends up losing her life around this man and his family. I don't know how many men. I don't know how many men have lost their life. Okay, I mean by the hands of a woman. Am I saying by the hands of a woman? Or just because of a woman? We gotta break this down. Because if I'm just saying, I don't know how many men have died by the hands of a woman, that's sounding like she done choked him out. That's sounding like she done stabbed him up. That sounded like she done shot him. Because I don't know. Not saying it's not possible. I just don't know too many women that's gonna just beat a man to a bloody pulp and let that be the reason why he's unalive. Literally by the hands of her. It's also the fact that as I say that, I think about a homeless lady that I know just beat up a dude and took his walker. You hear that? You get the riff. Like, she was homeless. Fuck it was. Forget it was. She's homeless. The man was homeless. And I legit seen her sock him up and take his walker. I also seen somebody else give the man his walker back. So I wonder if it's circumstantial. It depends on the circumstances to know who's going to be the domestic partner, who's going to initiate the domestic violence. I was going to say, is it hereditary? That was the pause. But I mean, is it? Is this a learned behavior unconsciously? You learn this in the womb. You witness somebody that you love going through it. I don't know what the reason would be. I just know I don't like the fact that it's a lot of Ikes and Tinas out here. I mean, why would I? Listen to this shit, no man or woman like that feel like that's good news or something to rally behind, because I don't know how to word it. Back to what made me rant about this anyway. The girl is at the mother-in-law house. Now, do that sound like they're engaged? I guess so. The girl is at her baby daddy's mother house. It's a weekend. It's a holiday weekend. The kids is there. I think she got one or two by this guy. Just, painting the picture a little more, giving y'all a little backstory. And again, they weren't together. At the same time, though, what do I know? They could have legit been together and I just didn't know. They could have seriously been sneaking around each other for whatever reason and I just didn't know. They could have been into it for real. Because if they wasn't, y'all... Okay, no. If they was into it, why would she show the sex tape? To just be that mean, that vindictive, that spiteful? So she didn't know I mean, you never know what a person's capable of. But so she didn't know this man was capable of killing her, ending her life, unaliving her. She put that past him, must have put it past him, if she legit showed what I'm saying, they saying she showed. Because who was there? I wasn't there. Wasn't nobody in the room except for a 3-4-year-old. And that is not where I'm getting my story from. Exactly. So, I only know what I'm told. And I'm only speculating, analyzing, wondering, and opinionating on what I was told. I don't think it really be me thinking about shit before I say it. I don't think she showed him a sex tape of her with another person, her with him. I don't think a sex tape was involved. However, what made him put the gun to the girl's head and pull the trigger? Yeah, because I'm not talking about a DV case that is legit like a Ike and Tina. You literally beating her. You literally choking her. No. I'm talking about the DV that is, it's a difference. Neither one is better than the other. I'm just giving clarity. I'm talking about the DV that's physical with weapons, knives, I guess bats, guns, you know. I don't know what would make her do that and lay down and go to sleep as if she didn't just show him that. As if she didn't just imply that a sex tape exists or whatever. I don't know what the deal is with the sex tape. I don't know why that's even a part of the story. And I'm not saying because it's true. I'm not saying because it's not true. I'm not saying because that's the motive or the reason. I'm just saying, why is it a thing? As in, girl, why would you do that and legit lay down and go to sleep? I'm not saying it happened right after. I'm just saying eventually she did. She went to sleep. She thought it was okay. She thought it was fine. Into it or not, I'm not going to sleep first. Into it or not, if I'm not with you for real, and I only brought the kids by to see your mother for the holidays, if I only brought the kids to a party or celebration that's going on with you or whatever for the holidays, it ain't no need for me to be spending the night. If I don't already live with your family, and that ain't good either, because then like controlling issues come into play with that. Dictating what's going on comes into play with stuff like that. Because some men are territorial, some men are controlling, some men will feel like I said in the beginning, if I can't have you, no one will. So even if we're not together, I'm assuming it's misleading because we're cordial. I'm assuming it's misleading because I want to co-parent. Because what's the reason, y'all, for real? I don't No one wants to see a person they once loved, a person they was in a relationship with, a situationship, anything involving emotional feelings. No one wants to see the other person sharing them emotional feelings, them emotional experiences, encounters. I have yawned like 7 times, y'all. Excuse me. No one wants to see. I mean, again, I'm thinking before I speak. And it's like, nah, some people want to see that. But let me finish my thought. No one wants to see, like I'm saying, the other person enjoying, experiencing, submitting, like no one, if it's not with them. It's very rare people come to a mutual agreement, a mutual understanding, and just move on. It's very rare. Again, I'm thinking, it's very rare a person is just like, yeah, I'm going to let you go. If it come back, it's meant to be. If we end up back together, it's meant to be. Let's reconvene. Let's see what's going on. It's kind of rare. Not saying it doesn't happen. It's just rare. It doesn't happen as often as if I can't have you, no one will. Because again, following the story that made me do this. This man then put a gun to her head and pulled the trigger. Your baby mama. One of the kids is in the bed with her while she sleep. I strongly feel as if this man went through her phone while she was sleeping and made himself mad. Because if you're going through anything of someone else's, you're looking for something that could possibly make you mad. I'm saying that because they're asleep. Whatever you needed or wanted, you could have asked them while they were awake. You could have waited for them to wake up. If y'all not together, why are you worried about what's in her phone? Which is another reason why I wouldn't be spending the night. Now, some people may be saying, yeah, that's easier said than done. You don't know their situation. No, I don't. That's why I'm painting all scenarios. I don't know if she was homeless and didn't have nowhere else to go, so she was already at the mother house and he stopped by for the holidays. I do not know. However, you a dog ass man if you didn't move in with the mother-in-law, your baby daddy mama, and you're just blatantly hanging out and going out with someone else. That is someone's life. That is someone's scenario. Someone feels as if they got it like that. Someone feels as if it'll never happen to them. It'll never happen to me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying me personally, just saying the saying. It'll never happen to me. Some people feel as if they can put it past them. Everybody that literally knows what I'm talking about put it past both of them. They did not think he would do that. They did not think they would be into it and she would show that, trying to be spiteful and vindictive. Because again, why go to sleep, girl? Why were you comfortable enough? If y'all was into it, if y'all had just had an argument, if you had just showed him what I'm speaking on, if that's the key that made him snap, that's the reason why he snapped. I truly, truly don't understand why you didn't think this man was that hurt. Because your daughter was right there. Yeah. It's easy to put it past a person. You sleep with y'all baby. Y'all baby is right there. He can go in the room. He already in the room. And then went through the phone. You are a bold female to get into it with a dude that's in the same house as you. And y'all don't always get into it, so he don't have a predictable behavior. Y'all done got into it, you don't know how to take it. Y'all done got into it, you don't know what to do. You scared, not scared. Thinking of scenarios, just giving possibilities and angles, perspectives. I'm talking about angles, so I guess it's an angle too. Anywho, I truly, truly don't understand why a female would be that. That's like spitting in a dude's face. Do it happen? Yes. I know often. I'm not sure. I don't just know a gang of women that's just flat out blatantly disrespecting the men. And I say that because it's kind of rare in this gang world that a dude, a man, a male, is very rare. They won't let a female know you playing with the wrong one. It's very rare they'll say, I got a sister for you. I got an auntie for you. I got a cousin for you. I got a mama for you. Is this said? Yes, it is. It's just rare that it's said. Because I know a lot of men that don't mind getting a woman up out of their face as far as choking them, slapping them, or pushing them. Watch out, move. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just painting a picture. And as I paint the picture and say that, I also feel like these same men will take it too far. These same men have the possibility to snap and not come back and not recover and not even give a damn. It is what it is type of situation. Because it's a lot of women, y'all. Again, I don't know how many women have did this to me, and I don't know how many women have just stabbed him up, shot him. It ain't too many women just choking a man out. It ain't too many women that's just beating a man to death. You know, I don't know if we're going to stereotype boxers to feel like, yeah, she going to whoop her dude down. She got the potential to whoop a dude down. Because either way it go, win, lose, or draw, somebody got to lose in the fight. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying win, lose, or draw, someone has to lose the fight. Even when the outsider, the mediator, is saying it was a tie. And the people that was fighting mine, no, somebody lost. It's rare. It's like a unicorn. I was going to say it's like a $3 bill. I've never seen one of them. That's so rare it don't even exist, right? You see the $3 bill is AI. I'm sure I'm finna say what's next for. What are we talking about? Rare sights to see, rare occurrences, rare experiences. We're talking about all of the above because it all flows, it all goes. It all helps paint the picture of what I'm talking about. I know a lot of women that have went through phones while the man was asleep. And then I don't know too many women that have went through the man's phone while he was asleep and again shot him, stabbed him, poisoned him, whatever to come out on top. Whatever to make it seem as if they're not crazy and justify their actions. I don't know. I probably should have researched it before I started this rant. But the rant is here. I'm already ranting. And I already know it's a lot of women that have been unalived by the hands of the dude. Because stereotypically, how many women is whooping on men? That's not the stereotype. The stereotype is not, you get me, I get you. The stereotype is not how did we get here? It's not we gotta see who gonna win. No, the stereotype is men are stronger. The stereotype is you can't beat no dude. Girl, lady, woman. You can't, like, what? That's the stereotype. So again, I don't know if I would have rather he just literally hit her in her sleep, woke her up talking mess or something, opposed to putting a gun to her head and pulling the trigger. You did not want her to make it. You did not want her to see another day. You did not want her to keep parenting, keep being a mother. Because what do you mean you did? What do you mean, yes, I did? What do you mean that's not true? Just giving a perspective of a scenario. Like, how dare you say that when, look at the outcome. Let me tell y'all the icing on the cake, y'all. The mother-in-law took her to the hospital and left her there and left. Literally left. Legit said she tried to kill herself. She did this to herself. It's self-inflicted. Exactly. Think about that. You know what? You sons, you mothers with these sons, you mothers with these boys, you raising men, you are raising young men. I hope you listening. If you are the only child, sir, I hope you listening. What's not worth it is, what's not worth it? It's not worth it to take someone's life and lose yours at the same time. It's not worth it to bring pain 365 all across the board. You done unalive this person, you done took this person out, and the kids are hurting, and her family is hurting, her friends, like, even if the girl was isolated, meaning even if the girl didn't have any more friends, he had took her away from the friends. He was all she knew. Even if that's the case, why unalive her? She already with you. She already stuck with you. Oh, because again, you didn't share this intimate. You didn't share these emotions. You have exchanged energy with. And that's just the ultimate. That was the heartbreaker. That was the crusher. That's why we're here. Not saying it right. I'm just remembering and trying to make it make sense. Don't mess with me if you got a girl. I don't want your girl trying to hurt me. To where now I gotta hurt her, and now you hurting me because you still got feelings for her. And you didn't want me to hurt her. Even though you already are. I wouldn't be in the picture if you wasn't hurting her. Right. There's a scenario. There is a perspective. I don't know what would make a person this bold. I'm really, y'all, I'm just really thinking. I'm really appreciating the fact that it's not my scenario. I'm really appreciating the fact that this is not about me. If it was, I wouldn't be telling y'all this. This girl didn't make it. That's why I'm saying that. He literally... his mama really... As a ghost, as a spirit, I will haunt them. Like, when do the pettiness stop? When will it end? Is that just something we say? Or are the spirits and ghosts real? They got shows called Paranormal Activity. Movies, right? Either way, y'all know what I'm talking about. So it gotta be real. However, is it real to the extent of the exaggeration from the show or the movie? Or movie? Energies don't lie. All that exists. This girl can't see her kids no more. These kids is not finna hear their mother's voice anymore. Because y'all was into it. Because she showed you a sex tape. You could have put her out. Whatever time it was, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, you could have put her out. You could have legit said, get out. This is my mama's house. Go. It's so many scenarios. There's so many possibilities. It's so messed up. On the dead homegirls, this is all the way messed up. On the dead HGs, this should not be so common like it is. People, just leave the people alone. It's somebody for everybody. And if this person ain't dealing with you, this person ain't treating you right, move on. Find another one. It's your girl, Lady Scrap. You know your favorite album from the West Side Fruits. And this will be called The Dead Homegirls. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Please.